Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by reproductive biotechnology company Memphasys, ASX code MEM. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now by the Executive Chairman of Memphasys, Alison Coutts. Hi, Alison.
Hi, Matt.
Memphasys has successfully landed its first commercial order for clinical use for the company's trademarked reproductive biotechnology device known as Felix. Felix incorporates next-generation sperm separation technology that selects the most viable sperm from semen samples for use in fertility treatments such as IVF. Notably, the company's first order comes from one of the most populated countries on earth, India. Okay, Alison, we'll get into that order in just a minute, but firstly, tell me why the need for Felix. What is the problem you're trying to solve here?
Well, when you do IVF, you have to separate the sperm from the semen, and you've got to be very precise about how you do that. There are two methods that the IVF centres use. Both methods have their issues. They take a lot of time, each half an hour. They're fiddly, labour-intensive, can be damaging to the sperm, and they're limited in their use because they don't do poor samples very well.
Okay, so tell me then, how does Felix work and why is it different to the existing methods?
Felix is a 6-minute process as distinct from the other two, which are at least half an hour. It's really easy. It's performed in one cartridge. It's automated, and at the end of it, it gives you a very, very nice set of sperm, and they're ready to use.
Can you explain your business model to me? How do you make money from Felix?
Well, we've got a console that provides the electricity and holds the cartridge, but it's the cartridge that does the work, and we will be selling the cartridge, which is a consumable product. Each cycle uses a cartridge, and so that's where the money's made. Okay,
first ever commercial order for Felix from a clinical perspective. Who ordered it and what do they do?
It's an Indian centre, the Women's Centre in Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu. They've got a few other centres. They are specialists in women's health, and they are very high-end, actually. They do marvellous science, and they are very interested in the use of this device because they see the need for improved ways of processing sperm, and in particular for very poor samples, which Felix handles.
Do you see this sale into India as something as a beachhead into that country? How big do you think the market is in India for you?
Well, yes, I do see it as a beachhead, and there are many other clinics. We've got another key opinion leader working further north in the country, which is larger, but the market size, even though there are 1 billion people in India, they too have IVF issues, and there are about 200,000 fresh cycles per year in India, and remember, one cartridge for each cycle, so that's a reasonable number.
Alison Coutts from Memphasys, thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears today. And remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB and 3AW websites and click the Public Companies tab.